Okay. So to begin with, when you're talking about, asking somebody, I want this, you go to the shopkeeper and you tell the person, I want a toothpaste, I want a bottle of water, I want a kurta, I want a cup, I want some tea, whatever it is, right? Even at a cafe if you're going. So whenever you're saying I want, then the sentence for that is going to be mujhe, whatever the noun, chahiye. Now, at the moment, you will just have to memorize these expressions because these are expressions. You don't know what this mujhe is. So this mujhe, in this case, is treated as I.
You've seen it before.
You have seen it. When you said, glad to meet you.
Yes.
How do you say glad to meet you?
आपसे मिलकर
खुशी.
मुझे
hui. That is your expression. You would say, आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई.
Oh, and then it's
and the other person says, मुझे भी, to me as well, right? So you've seen मुझे as to me.
Yeah.
But in this case, just take मुझे as I. Okay? So मुझे एक बिस्लरी चाहिए. So चाहिए, which means want.
So, in English we say want and would like. And would like is more polite, less demanding.
Yes,
Is this kind of
it's polite?
This is polite.
Yes. So मुझे एक कुर्ता चाहिए, मुझे एक पेन चाहिए, एक one. So मुझे एक पेन चाहिए, मुझे एक tea bag चाहिए, whatever. So
One tea bag.
one tea bag. It just came out. ठीक है. So whatever चाहिए. Okay? So the person gives you, he hands over the one tea bag to you or a pen to you or whatever it is, right? And then you have to ask the person, how much money? So what is, how much?
Kitna.
And in this case, because you're saying rupees, money, plural.
So kitne.
Kitne, absolutely. So you would say, kitne paise. Paise is money. So you would say, kitne paise?
So you would never say kitne rupees or rupee.
You may say kitne rupe. Wow, yes, absolutely. So kitne rupe?
So how much money versus how many dollars?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So kitne paise or kitne rupe makes sense because rupe is what we say here. Rupe. Okay. So let's say he says, if you buy a kurta, if you're at a store where it doesn't say fixed price, and if he tells you for the kurta, he says 1,000 rupees. That's a shopkeeper, huh? And you say it's too expensive. You know it's not 1,000, right? So how do you say it is very expensive? So you say, बहुत महंगा है. महंगा is the word expensive. So you say, बहुत महंगा है.
So you just use the masculine singular expensive.
Yes. Mehenga is just mehenga. Well, it changes, mehengi also, but here because anything that you're saying, you're not using the noun name.
So I just default to that, right?
Absolutely. So you just say बहुत महंगा है.
Kind of like you would just say acha.
Oh,
It's just
that's right.
default.
Yes.
Okay.
So you say बहुत महंगा है. So he looks at you and he says, okay, you're my friend, good quality, whatever, and then he gives you 800 rupees. And you still know it's not right.
I have no idea if it's right or not, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, you have to bargain. If you go to the Pink City, please understand whatever.
No, yeah, I do, but
yeah, whatever cost they're telling you, whatever price they're telling you of something,
half, right?
it's always half. And actually, even in the half, because they're very smart, even in the half, they're actually making a lot of profit.
And they should make profit.
Oh yes,
so.
yes, absolutely, they should. But then you don't have to be fooled, you know.
I get more confused like in this area that's more, less tourist, more residential.
Yeah.
What's
Here-
accurate.
Here, most of the shopkeepers will not give you an exorbitant price because it's in the locality. But when you get to the pink city, when you're in the, the monuments and all these
Right.
shopping area, there you have to be really smart with that. So you need all this,
Okay.
right?
So could I say, Bahi?
Bhaiya, bhaiya, brother. That's what you want to say.
No, I was gonna say also very expensive.
Ah, okay. If you're saying also very expensive, bhi is also, but you can't start a sentence with bhi.
Sure you can. Okay.
But you can definitely say, that's a good thing that you remember, and you could rather say abhi bhi. So abhi means now, and bhi is also. So as in like even now, still. So then you would say abhi bhi बहुत महंगा है.
So that's the full sentence, but I could just say Abihi, Bi.
Oh no, that wouldn't make sense.
Okay.
You will have to at least say abhi bhi महंगा है.
Okay.
There's another word if you want that says abhi bhi zyada hai. Zyada means more. Even now it is too much as in. So abhi bhi zyada hai. Abhi bhi बहुत zyada hai. It is too much.
Okay.
And then you can say at the end you can say ठीक पैसे बताओ. ठीक,
Fine.
which can also be like correct.
Yeah.
पैसे,
Money.
बताओ is tell. Please tell. It comes from the verb बताना, which is to tell. So then you would say ठीक पैसे बताओ, which is like please tell the right price.
Is that an O, Batao?
That's right, बताओ.
That's a type of verb I haven't seen. And no hey at the end.
No, nothing at the end. This does the job. Please tell. So ठीक पैसे बताओ. That's a new form of the tense. Huh? At the moment, you just have to learn these expressions. Let's say at the end, you have to tell the person, I will give you 400 rupees, for example. Right? So then, you would say, मैं 400 दूंगी. When it's a girl saying it, will give. If it's a boy saying it, he would say मैं 400 दूंगा. ठीक है?
Okay.
So at least whatever the cost is, you have to get it at least to half of it. If you can get lesser, it's fantastic. Because you can't even imagine how much like a big city will fool you.
I think oftentimes it's people who are just uncomfortable haggling. They know they're being overcharged, but
Yes,
it's too
yes.
uncomfortable.
I mean, sometimes the tourists are also very tired haggling everywhere. Sometimes the students say, now it's very nice because you have the Uber, so you can kind of, take the Uber anywhere you have to go to. Otherwise, every time when you are going from one place to another, if you have to take a tuk-tuk and do that, it's very
It's
irritating.
exhausting. That's what I did. There was no Uber the last couple times in the series. So
Yes.
My best friend was not haggling,
Uh-huh.
and I had to tell her,
Yeah.
you need to.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, but I can afford it.
Yeah.
It's going to drive up prices for everyone,
Yeah.
including locals at
Yeah,
some point.
yeah.
So,
Okay. So, any problem over here? Anything? No. How would you say, if you remember, we talked about it, I'm not silly, if you have to tell the shopkeeper.
मैं जीव नहीं है हूँ.
Ajeeb is strange.
Oh, बेवकूफ.
हाँ, say that again. वापस बोलिए.
मैं बेवकूफ नहीं हूँ.
हाँ, मैं बेवकूफ नहीं हूँ. बेवकूफ.
Lose the letter?
Yeah, बेवकूफ. Did you miss something?
I think I misspelled it in my book. B-E-A-V-K?
That's right. B-E-V-K-U-F. So you say मैं बेवकूफ
Yeah, I've been practicing that one.
नहीं हूँ. Which is like, I'm not stupid.
I thought it was foof.
And this is a common adjective. We were talking about the common adjectives before. So this is a common adjective. Doesn't change. So whether it's a boy saying it or a girl saying it remains the same.
Koof.
And nahi for not. So I am not stupid. I'm not silly.
Okay. So if somebody says 1,000, is that what you would kind of start with?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. In the same manner, like if you are going 5 kilometers from here and the tuk-tuk driver asks you for 500 rupees. It's not
Never pay 500 rupees no matter how far.
So anything for the distance in the city, you only pay somewhere around 100, maximum 120. If it's like a little far. Otherwise, nothing beyond 120. 120, 100 is good price.
Okay.
Right, so just say the expressions once.
मुझे
एक notebook.
notebook चाहिए.
That's right.
कितना पैसे?
हाँ.
बहुत महंगा है. अभी भी बहुत महंगे और
अभी भी बहुत
महंगा है और अभी भी बहुत ज़्यादा है.
ठीक है. And then
ठीक पैसे बताओ.
please tell the right price. ठीक पैसे बताओ.
मैं 200 दूंगी.
ठीक है.
मैं बेवकूफ नहीं हूँ.
ठीक है. बहुत अच्छा.
And then when we finally agree on it's just fine.
So that's your first statement. That's the second one. This should be the third. Then the fourth. Then this will be the fifth. That's the sixth or the final. Or if nothing works, then it's the seventh. So this is how it goes.
Okay, so I can't just be like, I'm not stupid right away.
Oh yeah, why not?
I can't.
Why not? Yeah, you.
It's really
yes,
crazy.
Oh yes, oh yes, absolutely. If you go for buying a kurta at a big store and he gives you something like 2,000 rupees, I mean, oh, I'm not stupid. So, why not? You can say that in the first one.
If the price is on it, it's fixed though, right?
Yes, yes. Not in the big city, please remember. In
Yes.
the big city, they will give you, they'll write a tag there, but it's not a
Okay.
fixed price.
It's because they know
Have
you
to
know.
handle that.
Okay.
See, in the big city, it's very simple. You haggle for 2 minutes, 3 minutes for something. If they don't agree,
Walk away.
walk away. But the idea is don't walk very fast. Walk very slowly. Because 80% of the times, because he knows that he's asking you too much, so he's going to call you. And then he will ask you, how much money will you give? And then you will say, मैं whatever दूंगी. ठीक है? So, that's it.
It is exhausting.
It is, it is. It's exhausting for me as well. So it's not only about you. But
No, I know.
Yeah, I mean, of course you pay for your different skin, huh? So that's definitely there. But otherwise, even if I go from India to Chennai, I'm going to pay very high prices there.
Well, that's what I was saying, that she pays a little, she's like, I pay a little bit higher, you pay a lot higher.
Yes.
So as soon as they know I'm not a Hindi speaker,
Yes.
I get charged more.
ठीक है. So कोई problem?
नहीं.
ठीक है. So now, if you're talking to the tuk-tuk driver, you won't say the first sentence, right? You won't say, I want something. you will say, I have to go to this
Go
place,
somewhere.
right? So when you're saying, I have to go to a place, you would still start with mujhe, and let's say you want to say, mujhe Amer Fort, right? So mujhe Amer Fort jana hai. So jana is the verb to go. So you're actually telling the person, I have to go to Amer Fort. So I have to go to Amer Fort. मुझे आमेर फोर्ट जाना है. मुझे म्यूजियम जाना है. मुझे सिटी पैलेस जाना है. Whatever, right? And then before sitting in the tuk-tuk, you ask the person, कितने पैसे? And let's say going to the Amer Fort, he again asks you 1,000 rupees. Maximum 300 rupees.
Okay.
Amer Fort is far away.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So 300 rupees. Okay? So then you again say,
बहुत महंगा है.
बहुत महंगा है. And he says, petrol prices high, madam, very far, you know. So he'll give you something like, okay, 700. And then you say,
अभी भी बहुत ज़्यादा है.
And then teacher,
ठीक पैसे बताओ.
ठीक पैसे बताओ. And then you have to finally give him the price and you say, मैं
300 दूंगी.
300 दूंगी. So the rest, everything remains the same. It's just the first sentence that changes. So if you were talking to a shopkeeper, if you were speaking to a shopkeeper, you say, मुझे whatever चाहिए, whatever the noun in between is. But if you were talking to a tuk-tuk driver, then you say, मुझे whatever the place is, जाना है.
Okay. So this is just I want. So this is I
Have to
have
go.
to go.
That's right.
What tense would you consider that?
I have to go?
If that's just using a modal, right?
Yes.
And then the infinitive?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right. It's still in the present, but
Yeah,
using a
in
modal.
a modal.
Yes.
Okay.
Makes sense. Take care. So that's it. So this is going to be very, very important. And do remember this word mehenga. It's going to be of great use. However, let's say if we were saying here, मैं बेवकूफ नहीं हूँ, which sounds a little strong, no? But let's say if you just have to tell the person, I'm not new here. So you've done the word new.
So I'm lying to people now. That's good.
Ah, yes, yes, you're lying. Absolutely. You have all the rights to lie. So how do you say to the person, I'm not new here?
Naive.
Very nice. So you say, मैं नई नहीं हूँ.
Left a space.
I did.
Oh.
And if it's a boy saying, he would say, मैं नया
Right.
नहीं हूँ, right?
Mhm.
But then you have to say here. I'm not new here. What's the word for here? Here, in Jaipur, in India.
India? Jaipur, can I just say that?
Oh, why not? You could very easily say मैं जयपुर में नहीं हूँ. I'm not new in Jaipur.
So here is Yaha.
Fantastic. That's right. So you could either say the name of the place with me, or you could say yaha. So you say I, here, new, not, am. So मैं यहाँ नहीं हूँ. Or if it's a boy, मैं यहाँ नया नहीं हूँ.
Nahi.
Nahi. That's right.